Today is Thursday, September 11th, 2025. We are in Scotland at the beginning of the West Highland Way, which is the first designated long-distance path in Scotland, 96 miles long. We are in Milngavie, which is spelled like Milngavie, but it's Milngavie. And this obelisk marks the official start of the West Highland Way. We're just grabbing some last minute things from the grocery store right here, and then we'll be setting off. It's lightly raining, kind of off and on, and the way is going to come down here. This is some of the iconic stops along the way. They have neat little fencing there, and yeah, we'll be setting off soon. It's about 9:20 in the morning. This is the very beginning of the West Highland Way. We're about 0.4 miles in. It's just easy walking. And I think that a lot of today is going to be easy walking on road. Dirt road, maybe?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. I did a lot of research
It's definitely not
months ago.
at all.
Yeah, this is an easy day. We're going to go a little over 12 miles.
No, 13 almost.
12 to 13 miles. And do some wild camping tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to be in a hotel or an inn. And so there's a lot of people who do this and go just like inn to inn. So there's a couple companies that will shuttle your luggage. So there's people with like day packs, and then there are people who are just wild camping, which I think the guy in front of us is. He's got a huge pack. And then there are people who do a combo and have some of their luggage shuttled, because why carry 8 days of food and your airplane clothing? And we're going to be in Edinburgh. We're not going to wear our hiking gear there. So all right, we're at a junction up here. We're about a little under 3 miles in. This is Craigallon Loch. We're walking next to. It's the first body of water that we've seen. There's been some streams, actually along most of it. There's the loch. Trail is like an old road. Very easy walking. Some mud, some puddles. Rained quite hard yesterday. And there's a hill. I didn't zoom in. I think that might be Conic Hill. Straight ahead. All right, we're about 4.5 miles in. And we just went through our first field of sheep, which I'm sure there will be many. Getting some sun. It was raining at the start this morning, and then it stopped right away. So we'll see. Every single day there's like a 70 to 90% chance of rain. But it seems like it's passing showers, hopefully. And this thing in front of me is Glengoyne, this hill, and it was shown on my map in meters, so it's around 1,200 feet, I think. A little over that, but we're not going to go over that. I'm going to go around to the left of it. We're about 6.5 miles in now, and this is the Glengoyne Distillery. So we're going to stop over there and pick up a wee dram for later. They run tours at the top of the hour. It's just a little bit past noon. I'm not really interested in a tour or samples, because the medication that John is on or has taken for giardia does not interact well with alcohol. So they said you have to let it get out of your system for 3 days and we're about 2.5 days in. So no alcohol for us yet, but we'll stop and check it out. I got some mud and standing water on the trail here. And there's going to be a little side path over to it. All right, look at the sun. Okay, we just made a short stop at Glengoyne Distillery. It's hopping. It's nice. It's got plenty of people there who are not hikers, and it's running tours. It seemed like they have a lot of tours. They had a lot of different kinds of tours. You could book them in advance, and they had a room. I think when you're on a tour, you do tastings and stuff. Then they had like a gift shop that had all kinds of stuff in it, plus nips and bottles and alcohol, but it had other stuff too. And we walked back. There's a waterfall. They have nice bathrooms. They have a water spigot. It was lovely. And this is it right here, the setting for the distillery. And we're walking through a sheep field right now. And I don't know if you can see it. There's some people walking on the West Highland Way right there. And right in front of John is the junction with the West Highland Way. All right, back at it. We're going to be stopping for lunch. I think it's like around a mile away at a place called Turnip the Beat, which sounds like it should be vegan, but it's not. So we're going to stop there for lunch and then continue on. We're going to go past the town of Drymen, which is where a lot of people who are going inn to inn go for the first night, which is about 12 miles in. And we're just going to go outside of Drymen, and the guy working at the shop at the distillery said, oh, there's tons of camping spots once you get past there. So that's where we're planning to go. John's petting a mini Shetland pony who's totally unconcerned. Ooh, here comes the rain. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. We just stopped and had lunch, and this is a couple fields full of sheep. We're back on the West Highland Way now. So we had planned to stop at Turnip the Beat, and so did a bunch of other hikers. When we got there, they were closed due to staff illness. So everyone was kind of bummed, because about a half a mile before that was another place to eat, and everybody skipped it to go to this place. But on my Far Out app, it told me there was another place to eat a half mile ahead. So
where all the retirees go.
Yeah, it was us, another couple hikers who heard us say we were going to go there to eat, and then a whole bunch of retirees. But it was a garden center that had like a restaurant that served light lunch. So we just went there and had a toasty and a banana milkshake that tasted so good. And we also stopped at an honesty box, which is like a little phone booth that they stock with sweets and other things, and they're trusting you to pay for what you take. So we got a piece of cake for after dinner tonight for our dessert. We used up some old change that I had. And there should be another honesty box coming up, but we don't need anything now. We're good. And as you can see, it's sunny. Right before this, it was my video with Shetland ponies, and it poured literally for like 15 seconds. We didn't even get wet, but it looked like maybe at the end of that video like we were getting soaked. Nope. So just wait 5 minutes or less and it changes. Here we are entering a thing. So you got to pull them to the side. Thank you. Where am I going? This one is broken. Okay. I'll let you get that too. No, it's broken. It's broken. Right here. Isn't it? Yeah. All right. There it is. Scotland. We're coming into the town of Drymen. And look at right there. It's raining. I think it's coming towards us. A lot of people are going to be stopping for the night in this town. We're going to hike through it and start out towards Loch Lomond, which I think is right behind these hills over here. Maybe a little further than that. And we're going to camp. Wow, look at that rain though. It's pouring right there, wherever that is. But it's sunny here. We're walking on a road. Have been for the last maybe 2 miles. All right, getting there. I think we have less than 4 miles now to our campsite. We are leaving Drymen now. We've got a rainbow. It actually goes across the whole sky, or it was. I think it's kind of gone. I can see the other end of it, but it's very tough to see. And we're going to be walking right through this field of sheep. Well, right next to that field of sheep. And then behind us is what's coming our way. Look at that. That does not look good. So, keep moving. We're pretty close now. Another mile or mile and a half. Maybe we're 13 miles in, which I thought was, John thought we were going to be going 13 miles. I thought it was like 12 and a half, but he assured me it was longer, and it is longer so far. So we'll be finding a place to camp shortly. We are at our campsite now, so this is the West Highland Way coming right up here. Drymen is back there, that town, and then coming around. We got rained on quite hard coming out of Drymen. This is Loch Lomond back here. And tomorrow we're going to continue this way and cut down to the left, and we'll be walking along Loch Lomond all day tomorrow, and I think a bit of the next day also. We're camped right here, and it's back. It's marked actually on Gaia as a campsite. You can wild camp all along. There were other campsites. Most of them were not in use. We saw 2 other people tenting, but we wanted to get further along. We did about 15 and a half miles today. About a mile of that was probably extra between our 2 different diversions that we did. And tomorrow should be about 13 miles. All right. We're getting ready to blow apart your mattresses and take a load off. I'm ready. Yep, and then we'll have dinner later. It doesn't get dark until almost 8 o'clock.